take your violin sound from this to this. If you're like me and recording from home and you don't necessarily have a great acoustic in your home, reverb is an amazing effect that you should be adding on every one of your violin tracks. There's different ways to use reverb. I will show you how I use it on my violin tracks. Today we will use the Universal Audio Hitsville Reverb Chamber. So I really like reverb chambers for violin because it emulates an actual room. So let's listen first to our violin track solo without reverb. Pretty good, but it doesn't ring that much, right? It's not so exciting. So look, different ways to work with plugins on Ableton. I just want to show you how it would sound if I directly put the reverb to the audio track itself. Let's listen to it. That's a little bit extreme. We don't want that much reverb. It's too much. Instead of putting our reverb directly on our audio track, what we're going to do is we will create a return track. To create a return track, hit right click or control click on Mac right here, and then you will do insert return track. So what we'll do is just bring our reverb. I want my reverb right here. I have my Universal Audio reverb and I want the Hitsville reverb chamber. So I will bring this straight on my return track. And then the return tracks, you can see the send here. I have two sends because I have a reverb and a delay. Okay, so now let's just listen to our dry track and play with the send. That's a little bit too much. We're gonna go like that. That sounded pretty cool. Another thing to consider when you start adding and removing reverb from your track just to set the right level is like if you have different tracks playing along with your violin. In my case, in this song, I have 3 different piano tracks. So let's just listen to the pianos themselves without the violin just to hear what's the vibe of my pianos and how I will try to match that vibe with my violin track. Now we want to match our violin track with this. So the goal is that our violin fits really well also with the backing track. We will unmute our violin track. Let's listen to how it sounds completely dry, and then we will adjust our reverb as we listen to everything together. And if I remove it, bring it back. You hear more reverb. Too much. And that's how you create a return track on Ableton, send your violin track into this reverb return track, and how you adjust after this the amount of send. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. And if you have any other requests, thank you guys.